Hello everybody, and how are you? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch, where I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements from door wreaths, door swags, things for the home decor, things for your garden decor, funeral tributes, weddings and much more. Right guys, again, I hope you had all a wonderful weekend and you've been crafting away to your heart's content. Right, I've had a little request and somebody has asked me if I could do a small swag instead of the large ones as you may see on the camera behind me. Just a small one. They don't really want a big one, so it can sit in their house. And they want it in whites and silvers. So I've had these little swags. They are, if I go from the top of the spruce, they are only 16 inches long from here down to here. They're not a lot on them, not a lot of spruce, and so I thought I could use this with it going inside. And it's all flocked with lots of snow, heavily flocked. And I thought, why not? So, with it being only thin, I've got out my cable ties just to start to attach some of the stems on with the cable tie, and then the rest I will, further along, I will start to glue onto the stems that are attached with the cable ties. And because it's only got one main stem going down the centre and just these little ones here which have only got a little bit of wire in, but the spruce on them don't bend. So it's just how it is. It's not got much volume. I've had these quite a while. I've had these last year and I didn't use them. I thought they was going to come thicker than what they looked when I ordered them. They didn't, so I never got to use them. But with it being only a small one and the ladies asked for a small one, we're going to do it and I'm going to finally use it. I have gotten them out of my Christmas box again and realised that I've still got them. I've just placed them under there. I only bought 3 and again one was not in the wrapper, the other 2 are still in the wrapper. So we're going to give it a go and see what we come up with. So that's what we've done. I have made a bow in advance and I've got long streamers on, and it is 5.5 inches with this beautiful white with silver sparkly snowflakes on. Then I did 5 inches, 5 inches with the stripy one with the glitter on, and then I did, and I've only done 3 of those of each, and then on the one with the polka dot and the silver and white I've done 4, and then I've just got a plain sparkly one in the centre where I did it 2.5 inches. I've just realised I forgot to dovetail this one. So I've done that because I may do a waterfall effect, so I've left that long, and I want to attach that to the top so you can't see the handle. So we will do that first. So while I'm thinking about it, let me just cut the end of this. So I've done that in advance so I can, I suppose, semi-prepare myself. So that's that. Right, the lady did say that she wanted a few flowers. She's, mainly poinsettias, but not a lot, with it only being small. And then just some maybe flocked greenery or some white or silver greenery. And that's basically all the ladies asked for. So I've got out and I've cut these down already off one stem. Some eucalyptus, with flowering eucalyptus should I say, with them having white on. They are slightly waxed with a very light, dusty white coating, but not a lot. But I thought, well, we can still use them. I have got, oh, and I found 2 oddments of a different sort here, so I thought we could use those as well. I have got my fiddlehead fern, which is flocked, and I thought for our movement, with it only being small, we could add some volume and movement with our fiddlehead fern. Now I've got this as well, and this is again waxed and dusty ruscus, which I thought we could also use those in it. Just take maybe the odd bits off and place those in. I've just taken out 1 stem of this white fern, again with the lady asking for white and silver. I have chopped away at this, taken 3 stems off, but I hopefully don't need all of this, or I may just use that or that one. I've got a little bits of, I've pulled out a few tarrogan bits just to dot around, maybe around the edging or the centre or anything like that. And that is also like the texture of lamb's ear. And I've got this lovely white sparkly eucalyptus, longer stems, that I thought we could use this, and it's really nicely glittered, and we may use the odd bits of those. Oh, I've got something wrapped around that, guys. Use the odd one of those, or again snip them down to place in and around it. Now I did get this. This isn't flocked or sparkly or anything, but I just, with it having white on the end, it's very similar. I don't know what it's called, but it's very similar to heather, you know, something along those lines, or a stilby. But with it having white on the tips, I thought that could look like snow is settling on the green leaves. And I have again got out my willow. I did get out the white ficus, but then I placed it back. Because it's only small, I wanted slimline leaves. I didn't want big leaves. So I've got that out. And it's got a few little buds on it as well. And again with eucalyptus, I've got a lot of eucalyptus today. I've only got 5 of these out. I didn't want a lot, but these are silver, and again I may chop away at those. So we've got that. I found 2 stems of this. Now I don't know, I've been looking at it, trying to figure out, it's got stuck somewhere, figure out what it may be. But again, this is glittery. It looks a bit like pine needles. If you look up close, the way the leaves are textured or cut around the edge, they may, you know, are mimicking the pine needles. So we've got those. And then I've got some bigger ruscus out, but it's still pointy, it's not round. And I've got some oddments in here as well, and I thought we could use maybe those again to dot around the edging or in the centre. Now I've got my wispy bits again, guys. You know me with the wispy bits. I'm not sure if I'm going to use these, to be quite honest, but I want to try and make it look, you know, slightly, you know, as much as I can as elegant, or, you know, I'll just try without placing something in what's going to take that elegance away from it. So we may not use those. Right, and I've got these ferns, and these are in white with an iridescent sparkly glitter on them. I don't know if you can see. Oh, here's my cat. But they've got a bit of iridescent on them. But these come on clips, guys. So I can, I've picked these because then I can just clip them on to the stems of the small swag. And for our poinsettia, I've got 1 big one out of those that I want to maybe place in the centre. And then I've got 4, because I wanted to make up 5, 4 of small white ones with silver glitter around the tips of the petals. And I've also got out my white acorns instead of the brown. I've got the bigger white ones out. I think I got 6 out. I don't know why, but we've got those and we may use these. I'm not sure about these because of the size of them, but we may. And I did spot in my bucket, I've got 2 of these left. Little Santa's boots in silver and white. And I thought, perfect. Just to add a little bit of a Christmas touch in, not too big, just nice and, you know, nicely sized. And that should fit in perfect. So that's what we've got for our project today. No, stay there. I'm going to sit down because with it being flat and, you know, I need to be able to attach things like the cable ties around the stem. So we're going to do it flat. This stem was actually longer, but I got the cable tie here. I bent it over, joined it together and fastened it with a cable tie so it stays like that. And I should have turned this bit here on the cable tie around because I don't want that scratching anybody's door. So let's see if we can do that. So, and it's a bank holiday day today, guys. Molly, no, we're in the UK, we don't work on bank holidays. But I did promise I would do a video today. Here it comes. So I'm going to fulfill my promises. So that is turned inwards so it won't scratch now. So I want to attach our bow. So let me just get the camera in position. Let's just see so you can see. Bring it slightly more closer. Excuse the cat, guys. I'll just leave it at that. With any luck, you'll be able to see. So I'm going to attach. Oh gosh, cat. I tell you guys, it can be a nuisance. Stay there, good boy. So I've got the cable tie and I've placed in a floral wire through the back, as you can see, to attach around the neck of the swag. So I just get it in position. I want it around here so you can't see the handle at the back. And I will place a leaf over it as well. Let me just make sure that that is sitting flat. Let me just take it off, guys. Let's use my pliers to pull on it a bit so I get it really, really tight. Stuck. Right. I've just got to make sure that these streamers are in the correct position if I wish to do. Right, that's flat now. I'm just twisting it at the back like you would if you was placing the wire through a grapevine wreath. Cut a little bit of it off. Don't know why I've got these ones out. And then wrap the rest around the stem. So that is our little bow. So, and if I want to do a waterfall effect, I think that's going through the wrong way. Yeah. Then I would just gather the one I started, which was this one at the bottom. So that goes on the bottom. Then the stripy one, and then it was the thinner one. And then I can, if I want to, lift it up like that, place it there, pinch together like so. Let's get a cable tie, with it being white. Look for the main stem, which is here. Turn it over. And then pull. Once I've pulled tight, I will cut that off. And again, with this square on the cable tie, I will take that round so it doesn't, again, scratch. So then we've got that, so just tidy that. You can, if you wish, you know, just bring them apart. I do sometimes and then I don't. You can, you know, open them up, your waterfall, a little bit if you want. I'm just going to keep it how it sits. And then with this one you can do the same and have that coming down as well. Let me just straighten this up, guys. I've got a pine needle in the way. And then you can do the same with this one. Oopsie-daisy. Just give it that little bit of a loop and then pull. Should have done it this way to start with. I haven't got any tail ends, so if you want any tail ends at the bottom, then you can have, you know, put some little streamers on. We may need them. We'll see what it looks like as we go along. So then you have that effect. So as you can see, they're only tiny, so we may place some extra little streamers on near the end. So sometimes when you create something, it's not always gluing things in. Some people use wire, some people, you know, glue, some people place other things on. Anything, you know, pipe cleaners, just to hold the floral in. I'm just trying to give this a little bit of volume. Like so. Right. I think yeah, I'm going to place these on first. Why does he have to sit right in the view of the camera, guys? Go and sit over there then, but don't sit in the way of the camera. Stay there. No, 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 Marley. No, stay there. Sorry, guys. He hasn't been with me all morning and now all of a sudden he's here. So I want to bring these because, again, for you beginners, on a swag, I state that the top part, you know, where the handle is here, is our neck, like a human body. Here, the widest point will be our shoulders, our ribs, and then our waist. So I'm going to place or attach with a cable tie, because obviously we're on our neck, some of our foliage. I could start off here. In fact, would that be nice? And let's start there. Cut that off. And because, again, it's on just one single stem, I want to bend it. I want it to come out, but I want to bend it. So I'm going to place it on first. And again, you can cover these with leaves, you know, foliage, so you don't see your mechanics. Let me keep that one there a minute. And then I'm going to do the same with this side. So I'm going to place them in together. So I'm going to have them upright to start with behind the bow. Just get the pine needles out of the way. Then I'm going to pull, and then I will bend. So they're like so. If you feel like I may need to put another cable tie on here just to hold this area, excuse me, then I'll do that as well, because I don't want it moving. It's got to be able to take, if it's going on a door, you know, the door's shutting. Oh my goodness, guys, that, oh, I must have been brave today. So if I can just hold that. Oh no, I squeeze them really tight. Bring the cable tie around again so it doesn't scratch your door. So then that is then, and then bend them. Excuse the bow, guys. We will fluff it up. It's just going to keep getting flat while we turn it upside down. So that is your shoulders. Now I want to place some here because obviously there's gaps there. I don't know why it's thicker on one side. I'll take one through. Try and keep it like that. So we're going to do the same around here with 2 pieces. I've got the smaller pieces, the little ones, because I want those at the bottom. So let's turn it over. Again, place it on. Get your other one. Place that on. Get your cable tie. Just go through. See if I can move it before I pull it extremely tight, and then snip that off. Get another one again if you feel it needs more support further down the stem. And then snip that one off as well. And then you do the same procedure, then grab them and then just bend to how far you want them or how you'd like them to sit. I've got a little bit up the back here. I don't mind that actually being like that at the back. It's going to cover hopefully some of our mechanics. So then we turn that over. Right, that one is slightly long. So I'm going to, is it that one? Let me turn it around, I can't. And you can face it with you. Mind you, I may bring it underneath, guys. Again, that's the best thing. I may just place one here. So then we'll go on the back. And I'm going to bring that from underneath because I want this flower on the front. And again, do the same. Snip it off, and I don't want this to go all the way up, so I'll take some of it off and then I'll place another cable tie on just to hold it above where it's slightly not flat. Let's see if I can move that one around. There we go. So then that one then is on the bottom. Let's have a look. So that is how then that will look Again, I haven't gone in every bit because we've got other foliage that we will place in there. Just move those over. Like that. So I don't want that one. So do I get some of our oddments of our willow? If I can see which one are oddments, just so we can use those up first. I'll take the band off. Yes, with it being bank holiday, guys, we don't, in the UK, we don't work on a bank holiday. But I thought, oh, I've promised you bright and early Monday, so we're going to do it. Right, and we've got these as well. Now, these are not as long on the stem, so I'm be able to place some of these on the actual, you know, glue them onto the actual spruce. Oh, what's that? Oh, I've just found something in here, guys. Tell you what, let me just cut that. Don't know where that came from, and I can remember having these. Let's place it there. So if I'm just placing these in so I can see where they suit and look better. That's got slightly a bit more length on the stem, so as that one, so I may get away with fastening those ones on. So I'm placing these around the rib cage, and as I go further down, I just want, I may place one there. I want one with just one leaf on. Oh, there's one. One here, and again one here. I'm just placing them so you can see how I want them. Again, I could go further up. I may attach again something along the top behind the bow, you know, like the fiddlehead fern or something like that, because I don't like to always see it look bare. You know, so I could attach something, you know, like the willow on the top. But let's get these in first. So we're going to glue these ones in, and I'm going to glue it onto one of the pines. And then I'm going to do the same with this one. Like so. I don't know how long. Yeah, I can get away with that. I'm just bending the stem to see how, because I don't always go down towards the tip with the stems, you know, facing them down that way. I sometimes go up as well, depending on how they sit. So I think I'm going to do that. So if I grab those two, and there's already a cable tie there, but I'm going to go just below it. Let me just put that stem under there so it doesn't stick up. See, now that's right, so I'm just going to cut this stem a little bit shorter. Bring that round and then cut it. So then that will keep those two on. Again, we will, you know, keep fluffing his bow up. So then that is these ones in, and then now you can just manipulate them to how you'd like them to sit. I do like to, you know, give them a bit of volume, so I'll bend them some up towards the sky, just to give that lovely, nice volume. Because we don't want to see, unless you're doing a flat pancake swag, you know, then fine, you know, and have it shorter. So we've got those. So let me just turn this around, everybody, so I can see where I'm going to place. That one needs to go here. Just bend that one there. I don't want to put them on picks, so I know I can grab them with the cable tie. So I'm going to go under and then back up. If you feel this is the easier way to attach your cable ties, there's no set way, guys, you know, how to attach a cable tie, whether you prefer to do it from behind the swag or on top of the swag. It's entirely your, you know, decision on that. So then now I'll bend these slightly upwards, again to the sky, just to give that little extra bit of volume to make it look slightly more fuller. And this one I'll do the same, lift like that. So that is with your ficus in. Again, we've got plenty of other foliage to place in as well. I can still carry on using ficus. I mean, with the flowers, I'm wanting one here, which is the bigger one, and I may want one or two here, and then two down here. I could have one there and then bring one out as well up at the top. So I could do that. So I may do that as well. And then bring these, you see them slightly out. But I'm not going to put in the floral as of yet, because it be better to glue those in. I just wanted to give you a quick look. Now the fiddlehead fern may have to go in at a later stage as well, because it doesn't have a long enough stem. So I've got to work with the long stems first. Oh my goodness, Marley. So we've got this here as well. So we've got these. I could cut those shorter. I've got 2 short pieces that I tried earlier to see with the white as well. So, and I thought earlier on they may be too long. Again, the lady didn't want something really big. Let's have a look at the thing. So with those, putting that there, and then obviously I would bend them slightly to look like they're going down. So there's that. And I'm looking where the stem is. So I take off some of that. And I'd cut that one the same length as well. So that's for them too. Oops, a daisy. And then I could cut one to go down the bottom. There. And again, I may have one to come up near the top. So I'll take that one as well. So let's get these side ones in first. So again, now I'm going to have to turn it over because I can't see. And as you can see where they're situated, they're at the top of the neck where there's no foliage or anything like that. So let's just cut these down a little bit shorter before it hits the first branch or stem. Measure it with that one. And then I need a third. Where's the third one? That can go in the centre. I want that slightly like that. So I'm going to sit those like that to start with. And again, oops. Let's do the bottom and hold the bottom of them in first. Get your cable tie, place them in. Cut off and then turn that square around because you don't want it scratching. Then I'm going to come slightly up here just to hold this in up here because I don't want it too top heavy, like it's gonna lean and bend over. And then do the same with that, turn that around. So now I've got those in. As you can see, the taller one is up here. That will stay there. So then I'll just manipulate this to go outwards and then this one as well. I'm going to put a little bit of a bend, not too much in that. And that's like so. So we've got those in at the top. I'm covered in glitter, guys. Right. These two, again, because we've got those there, I want those here. So, no, I can't do it that way. So again, we do the same. Again, you can have it here and then bend over. So or you could bring it up there. I may. No, I'm going to bring it up. Let's just measure that. These are the same. I'm going under. It can be a bit fiddly, guys. If you've got problems with your hands, use some, you know, clippers like this to grab it, you know, and pull it through. Don't go hurting yourselves. Push that one through. And another one. I like to place two on because I like to make sure that it's not going to come through. So I can see it there. Because look, if you move it, it's moving in here. So I like it to sit in place without any movement. Again, move that down. So then now I can bend that down and outwards because it's not going to move. Let me get that leaf from under there. Like so. So then you've got those there. Again, lift up a little bit just to give it that volume. You can go around and fluff up, you know, at the end. It's only keeps going flat because I'm, you know, turning it upside down. And then we've got our long one, like the top, and bring that down as well. So again, I've just fluffed up, so I'm going to have to turn it over again. So I want that just slightly longer than this at the bottom. So let's just get that there first. Oops, a daisy. So that's on that one. Turn that one in. Again, I don't want this length of stem, so I'm going to cut it about there. And then that's where I'm going to put my next cable tie. Just where it's touching at the bottom. I may have to cut it a little bit more. Right, that's come off because I've turned it around, so I'm going to tighten it even though I've cut it. There we go. There. So then that's that one, guys. I'm trying to keep the spruce so you can see some of it. You'll probably by the end of it won't see hardly any of it, but I want it to be on the, you know, a spruce, a flocked spruce. Oops, I've just pulled that off. Right, so that's that. So now we have our fern. And again, I could bring these in between the two at the top. And then just bring and look at where I'd like them. I could even place them in here. That might be an idea. With some of them anyway. So if I do that and glue that. Just want to make sure it's in the position I'd like it. I don't like where that's sitting. I'm going to take some of the plastic off and see if I can thread it through one of the cable ties. So you've just got the very thin wire. But I'm still going to place glue on as well. Oh, look at that. Fabulous. I wonder if I can do it with this one. Should have got my electric pliers, what cutters out, what electricians use. That will strip it off. Let's see if this does it. Bear with me about, oh, it's coming. There we have it. So I've stripped the white plastic stem off and gone right to the wire. So now I can thread this through one of the cable ties because it's extremely thin. I can see. There we have it. Like that. Me and my husband went to the opticians yesterday, guys, to have our eyes tested. My eyes haven't changed since because we're in the UK. We have them done. They call you back every 2 years to have your eyes tested. The opticians do, and mine haven't changed. They haven't got worse in the last 2 years. They've stayed the same. But I do need new glasses because I've scratched my lens on these that I've got on, and they apparently I must have lost some weight around my face because they keep sliding off even when they've tightened them up. I've never heard no so silly in my life, but I think it's just to make money. But I've ordered some and I've picked the ones I want. They are in a matte black, the same shape as these ones, guys. I have a particular shape that suits my face. You know, some people go for the big frames, you know, and they don't suit my face. They make me look like my face is hidden. And so my husband's had 2 pair, one for reading at home, and then one, the same, you know, glasses for work, but they have to be safety glasses because of his job, so they don't get any dust in his eyes. And I quite liked them when I saw them. They're very nice. Quite, as I say, trendy, so to speak. It's just so he don't get his dust in his eyes, and or from the top or the bottom. So I think he can't wait to get them, actually. Well, I know he can't. Right, I'm going to have to help this to go in. Oops, daisy. That looks a bit loose to me too. So yes, we was in there an hour and a half. We both got his new glasses ordered. I've got to pick them up. My husband's next week. And then mine the week after. Something like that. 14th of September I've got to fetch mine. My husband's has all be ready. Oh, this isn't working. My husband's will be ready for him next week. We've both had them where they react towards the UV, so that when the sun shines they go darker. I think that's why my eyes haven't got any worse. I'm just going to attach this on, guys, because this one isn't sitting still. It's not doing as I'd like it to. So I'd rather it be secure if it means doing it this way. Right, so that's that, and then I'm going to place, I think I'm going to glue that in as well. Take off a few of these and strip it again, and all I'm doing is getting the sharp piece here in the center, and then I'm just going around with my stem, and then it cuts the plastic, and then I just grab the plastic and pull it off like so, and then you're down to the wire, and it's that what I use to go to push it through as hard as I can through the cable tie. Like so. And then give it a little bit of a bend. I could use the last one to go down the bottom. Why not? Instead of just putting that back like so. I've taken a few of the little petals off to give me enough stem to actually go through one of the cable ties. And again, I'm going near the top with it. I'm better this way, near the top, and just, I'm not putting too much pressure on that. I'm going to cut the wire. I'm only putting enough pressure on the plastic to cut the plastic, and then see where it's cut. As you can see, it's coming off like that. So we'll place this one at the bottom. And I'm going to go through this cable tie with it. So it saves me placing another. There we go, because it's thin, another cable tie on it. So that is like that. Just all the snow and everything. It reminds you of Christmas. So I've got, again, these two oddments that I've got left. Oh, if I could pull it. Aren't they pretty? I may bring these on the inner side, so I'm going to cut these. Let's see how many I'll get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I may do that and that, because I may want the bigger ones up around the top, or I may even still cut them, guys. I'll probably cut them. I've got one missing here, so I must have been chopping away at this one. So they will have to go in here. So if I just get those, and let's have a look. I may just... Let's put one in. I can push it through, yeah. Through there, like that. Do the same with this one. See if I can push it through a cable tie. Yeah, magnificent. I've got a bit of glitter around there. I don't know, because I may cut one down. One maybe there. And then one I may glue into, yeah, I'm going to glue this one into the ribbon. So I'm just going under one of the bows to where the streamers are, or the tails are. So let's see. Do that. Got a bit of glitter there. I've got one left. Where can I place this? I may. Do I, don't I? Do I, don't I? Place that in there. No, don't look right. I'll save that. I'll think about that. Right, I want to place in these flowers before I go anywhere. And again, let me cut this one down so you can see. I want the bigger one there. I could have had the bigger one there with it having the bow at one end, but I want it in the centre. So I want that one there. Again. One there. One there. I'm just going to slide it under so you can see around where. Well, I'm hoping you can see. So it's a bit like that. They obviously need going in a bit more, you know, placing in, but I want it along those lines. So let's get the big one in. Now that may have to, well, it will have, and I'm going to place an L-shaped on it already before I place it in. So it's going to be like so. So then I get my cable tie, because this one does need attaching. Let's just go. See, that's got paper back on, so tear that off. Now I'm going to turn it over because I need to see from this side where it's finishing. So it needs to go around there. So again, just place your, I can get it through. Cable tie there. I like to place the cable tie around the bend, you know, where I've bent it over. And then because that's going all the way down there, I'm going to cut that big piece. And then I'm going to get another one. Just trying to get them through. I can't get that one through there. There we go. And then that one holds that one. Let's just move those. So then I manipulate the poinsettia, shape it up. Again, this is where we're going to have to keep, you know, fluffing it, because we're working up and down. This is a nice project to do, you know, using the cable ties, you know, if you've got a bit of time. Right, now let's bend this into place in the centre. Like so. Maybe on a nice weekend where it's quiet and it's something to do at your own leisure. No rushing. So that's like that. Again, we've got our acorns, and I'm putting one there, guys, so don't worry about this area. It looks a bit empty. I am putting one there because I want one below. But I need to get in our poinsettias. Let's see if I can tear off some of this, because I want to try and glue it in to our cable ties that we've got without placing more cable ties on top of every other one. So let's see. Now this one again I want around here, so I can see a cable tie. So I'm just going to slightly lift it so I've got a bit of a control. Push it through like that's just gone. Like so. And then do the same with this one. Here we get it. Here we've got it. I can see the plastic. There we have it. And it's not a way, we're not cheating here, we're just saving it being all bulky. Let's just get a bit of control again from having lots and lots of cable ties. Like so. And then I want to bring these in this space down here. I did have a look. Oh, it's here. So let's get the plastic off of these as well. So that's picked that bit. There we go. So that's that one, and let's do this one while we're on it. As we say, on it like a car bonnet. I do like doing white and silver. So that's those two, because I may have to cut these stems. So before I glue them, let's have a look. There's a cable tie there. So let's just slightly and I'm sliding it inside the cable tie, not gluing it to it. Let me push that in because it's hurting my finger. And that's that one. I want to do that again on this side. So I sometimes have to use the pliers, guys, so it's because the cable tie is so tight, I can't always get it in without using the pliers. Let me pull it out again. Oh, I want it shorter because it keeps bending. So that's another sign that your wire may be too long, because it keeps just bending on you. There we go. So that's that. Let me get this acorn in. Well, I was going to do a bunch of 3 and just sit those at the bottom here. But on these I will have to place a cable tie around them. I'm going to do them all at 3 different heights. So I've got one what's going to be taller, then one slightly shorter, and then one shorter than that. So they're all 3 different heights. So I'm going to hold those together. The longer one will go on the bottom. Get a cable tie, and I want to just sit those. Let me just bend those upwards. Sit those where I'd like them. Let me pull this out, guys. Oh. Right, so I can see. So I'm going to oops a daisy. It's just popping out. Right, let me just place them back in. So, in size order. One a little bit higher, like, or I might actually do them like that. And pull. Let's just get and cut the wire because we don't need that. I'll keep that on a mount. I'll take it off, should I say? And then I'll place this. I'll glue that in. Underneath that little tail and do it like that. So we've got a little bit more around there. We'll centralise everything and that as we go nearer to the end. So I don't think I want those. Now I've got, you see, they're more of a milky white. They're white. So these are more milky white. I've took one of the hooks off of there. So let's have a look. They still look nice. It gives off different textures, you know, different tones of white. So what I'm going to do with these, and you can get these anywhere, guys, especially in the UK. I got these out of our B&M store for Christmas decorations. So all I'm going to do with the clip, as you can see, it just opens like crocodile clip and just clip it on to a stem. And that's all I will do. And again, that's it. How easy is that? And if you don't want to do, to use those, you just want to glue them on, you can grab them like so. You don't have to unpick this or pull it apart with pliers. Just pull and it comes off. So then you can use it then. And then just stick it on like that. I've got some oddments here, what I've got no clips on. So that could have been turned the opposite way actually, because it's like a quill, isn't it? It's pointing downwards. So we'll get that as well and have that pointing downwards. Like so. Got a longer one here I've placed on a pick. So we'll use this again. Let's see if I can glue that there. I may have to place these on picks, guys. On a, yeah. You know what I mean. I can't remember. Cable tie. I went a bit doolally then. And then I'm going to attach that because it's a shorter one. Instead of placing a pick on it, and I'm going to attach that to that. And then I'll bend them as they are. So let's just get a cable tie on there. I think while we're here, where's that? And place that in the centre. So I've placed all of those together. There's like its own pick. Let's just pull a bit tighter. And then get cable tie and attach that. Take that glue off. See, it's not very, it's not pulled very well. Let me put another one on. Because I'm going to have one either side. So let's just cut that bit so it doesn't stick out. I need some more cable ties. And then I'm going to get that one, place it like so. I'm taking my time today, guys, because I've got nothing to do. So sorry if it's a long, extremely long video. It's, let me just bring those up like that. My husband's busy doing his little projects, bless him, and I thought I'll leave him to be busy doing that and I'll come and do the video. So, because it's not super weather outside, it's a bit chilly. So let's just get that over. A bit of the fiddlehead fern at the top as well. Oh my gosh, look at it. So again, just like that. And I've got the little booties. Could put one there. Could, oh, I've got this. That could, I don't know. Yeah, one there, and let's put maybe one. Just put it there. Yeah. And then we've got things like, you haven't got to, you know, place everything in. It'll be easier once you start to the placing in, you know, gluing to your stems. Keep those there a moment. So, do I could I'm not going to place this on a cable tie because I've got something there. And just slightly bend it. Do the same with this one. Little booty. Where did I say this is going, guys? Let me just move that. Oh, I've caught the poinsettia. There we go. To have them just something, you know, in the centre area. I can't see what I've got because my cat. Green, I want green. Right, now with these, we're on to some of our gluing. So these I'm going to cut in half and I'm going to use them like filler. I don't want them that long, so I'm going to have to cut some of them down. A bit there. Sorry if you can't see. My cat gets closer and closer. I know people say it's lovely to see Marley, but oh my gosh. And because I've got glitter, it'll lie all in it and it'll go in the house. And then he'll jump on the sofa where my husband likes to sit, or where I like to go. And then we sit down and it's everywhere. When I've got a spare workbench just there, oh, it's laid all in glitter. And when I've got a spare workbench just laid there, guys, and there's not even going in it. I don't need those. I don't need those. I don't think I'm going to have, oh, I don't know now. Maybe. I'm not having those. I may place a few of those in as well. I don't need no more of these. Let me get things out my way, guys, because I can't see what's what. That's that. I don't need those. I've got lots and lots of those. Stop it. So you can go outside. One moment, guys. I'm going to take him outside because as much as I like him to be with me as my work colleague, so to speak, I work, he watches, that sort of thing. He just gets everywhere. In, oh my gosh, I'm like Frosty the Snowman. He's gone, guys. I took him in the house so he could go and get a treat. Right, I've got these and I've also cleaned my workbench just before I restarted the video. It was a bit of a mess. So if he does come back in, then at least hopefully he won't get no more glitter on. Right, I've gone one there. So again, I'm going to lift and I'm going to start gluing the odd bits to our spruce. And it's nice to use like a lighter foliage, so it's not too dark. I put that one in with the bow as well. 1, 2. I've got 2 single ones where I'll place these in the bow as well, sticking them onto the bow, to the ribbon. I've got one here now. I think I'd like it to sit somewhere. Let's have a look. I'm going to bring up our poinsettia and stick that just under the poinsettia. So that is that. We've got our tarrogan. We could do the same with the tarrogan. So let's cut a few bits off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cutting 9 bits off. I may want one longer for the top and one longer slightly for the bottom. And the rest we'll cut at the same length. So if I put the one at the bottom for our point, I'm going to put it underneath, and then the other one at our top, and I'm going to place that underneath as well. Like so. Now we've got these rest of them to dot around. Again, I'm going to go and glue that into the bow. And I'm trying to go in between where I've placed the waxed ruscus. So I'm gluing these on now to some of the stems that are in there. I'm not placing all of them on top, I am placing some of them underneath. And this one I want to place, I'll cut that much shorter. I might do another one or a bunch of 3, and I'm going to go in the centre of our bow. So I've got one there, I may have to cut that shorter. It's a little bit long. So I'll place one there. I'm going to do it like a triangular position. And then one here. And then the other one I will place here. Like so. Okay, and the lady didn't want this too busy how I like it. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I'm going to do with these is glue under the poinsettia. I don't want them on top. And this is again now to give our movement. Do the same under here. I'm going to do one. And I'm going right to where the spine is, and I can feel the spine. I don't mind if it sticks up like so, that adds to it. Let me just lift up and have a quick look. Right. I've got some smaller bits of these. Thought if we use those again, if you've got oddments, guys, use them up. Bring that down there against the white so it gives off that shimmer and nice shiny Christmas glittery look. Oops. And then that's the one there. I'm gluing again these onto the stem. You'll feel where when you place things in, you'll feel the spine. Right, these are getting bigger now. These two. And place that one under there as well. I've got these little ones. I'm going to place those and I'm going to glue them just there. Right, I haven't. And I've got this one as well. So that's those placed in. Now we're left down to our eucalyptus, and I do want this in. I don't think I want it as long. So if I cut, in fact I may just pull the excuse me, or cut off the bottom leaves. Do that. I can't usually pull them yet. They're very waxy. Oh gosh, I keep my goodness. So I want one there. Obviously these will be placed in do I have those at the top? No, I don't want them at the top. I definitely want these in. So let's get these in first under our poinsettia. I think they're needed here. They just stand up. I've got one. I'm going to place that at the bottom. I just turn it towards me. All right, that's slightly longer. And I think, where's that? One moment. I'm just gonna get get another piece of this. I want that to fill that space up. So I'm gonna cut that. Because I want to where's that? It's a bit too much, I think. So I'll stick these somewhere else. Put one there. So I'm going to need something else that's not the same. Let me just grab my clippers. could put berries in. What do I? Oh, that's come off a pick. I've just put the white berry and one of them's come off of the pick. So that must have been telling me it's got to be that. Yeah. So let's get it on a pick. And then we're just going to place I want to cover that little gap here. Like so. Just check on the back. Right, it's just slightly, that one's moved as well. Let's get a cable tie for this one as well. Just check that it's all right way round. I'm a naughty girl for doing that. Then that can then stay there without keep coming out. And I want another one for there. Oh, what am I doing? I've just dipped it in the glue. Oh my good gracious me. We don't want that one falling out. That's in now. Turn that over. Turn that over. There. Right, let's fluff up. Now this is the best part, I think, fluffing up. Why I haven't glued that one in, I just placed it in. Let me get that thingy on. Cracky me. I'll lift the petals up on the poinsettia as well. Again, just move everything upwards to the sky. Just give it as much as you want, as a little bit of fluff. I'm not doing too much because of the request of the lady. She doesn't want it big, and you know, when I do big things, I like to have lots of volume. The lady just says small, so I'm going by that. So this is our project, or our request, for a smaller swag in whites and silvers. Not so much volume, you know, just smaller, not as much, you know, big and bulky, because, you know, that's not what she likes. Again, this is what everybody else has got their own opinions on what they like themselves. You know, I have, perhaps, you know, you guys have. So I don't take offence by anything, you know, it's just people's choice in style. So that is what we've got. Very silvery and white and pale foliage instead of the dark green foliage. Just a bit of movement with the fiddlehead fern and a bit of floral in the flowering eucalyptus. But then we've used tarrogan, we've used, and these are mainly all flocked and waxed foliage. We've got ruscus, we've got the white fern, we've got these white, what to me they look like quills, but you know, ferns. These are, when I've had a good look at them, they look like they represent pine needles. And we've got our white eucalyptus, we've got our silver glittered ruscus, the larger leaves, we've got our silver eucalyptus, we've got our white poinsettias here with the silver tips, and we've got our little booties, and then we've got our white poinsettia with the silver glitter, as well as sequins on as well, and just a little bit of a berry. I may just put a little bit more berry in there as well. So we did the ribbon and we did the waterfall effect, so I could sit something in the centre here of the waterfall. And again, you can see the spruce, the pine needles popping through on, you know, here and there. And it's all, again, it's all quite heavy. It's, let me put this one in, guys, because I'm not happy about that. Oh, that pulled it off, pulled some of the snow off. So it is quite heavy because the swag isn't as, you know, as strong as what the swags I usually have. It's very thin, there's not much on it. So it may, you know, slightly bend a little bit, so hence the reason we've cable tied things on, just to give it that more of an effect, you know, and hold in place. If I can, I don't know if I can show it, grab anywhere, to be quite honest, and to show you how it's done. If you can see from here or here, maybe all the way to the bottom, and on the back it's got cable ties. Now, concerning the cable ties, let me get something. You can get bigger leaves. What did I see earlier on? I've got these, and these are oddments from, you know, flowers. I can't remember which one, but they are pale, they are flocked slightly, you know, and they are the texture of lamb's ear, a velvety touch. Now, because they are long, I can, with my clippers, I can grab hold of the stem, that's it, pull that off. I'm going to cut that little bit off, and I'm going to stick those on there. That is going to cover our bag. So let me just put my glue gun on. And again, I'm not going to need many, so that's a bit greener. So 1, 2, let's just measure. I need about 3 or 4 maximum. So let's pull those off. That's 2, 3. One more. I'll get this one. That's 4. So all I do, let me cut that bit off. It's in the way of everything. Oops. And I'm just going to get a bit of glue going down the centre, you know, the centre of the leaf. I'm not putting too much on. And then I'm going to stick that on the back like so. And that's all I'm doing, is just placing it there. And because that's the end bit, I'm going to place that one and I'm going to overlap it. And that's what I'm going to do with the other one as well, or 2. Excuse me, if I bring that down and use 4 and do it that way. Again, just a bit of glue down the centre. And I'm going to go the same direction as the other one. I don't want to stick it around, I just want it to lie on top. So then it's got movement on the sides of the leaves. And this will then is also at the same time prevent it from scratching any walls or doors that it may be sitting on. And I'm going to go there. Again, just pat it in, let it dry. We'll cut that one off, a little bud bit at the end. So then there you have your mechanics at the back just covered. It's not going to be seen, so there's no problem on making it look like it's an arrangement down the spine. You know, that's just there. Or you can put a piece of felt on it, guys. You don't have to put leaves, but if you've got any oddments, that's great. Use them instead of using some felt that you could use for other projects. But if you haven't, get a pair of, you know, some felt, or maybe if you've got a bit of old material that you could use, cut it out into the length of it, stick it over. And that's all that you do. So let's turn it back over now. I know that that goes to customers. that is not going to scratch the wall. Where's that other piece of that white? Here. So there we have our small swag compared to the size of the autumn one that we did. It's much smaller. This one, it goes at least another 30 centimetres below this. So that is the autumn one. Oh my goodness. So that's got to be, that's really long. This one in total finishes, it'll probably be from, you're looking at around 26 inches, which isn't long. I usually do my swags at least about anything between 30 and 40 inches long. So that to me is small. So that would look nice above somebody's mantle, above the fireplace, you know, on the entrance hallway as you walk in, maybe on the wall where you eat your dinner, or maybe you know, on the somewhere else on the wall in the house, or at the top of the stairs as you walk up you spot it, you know, something like that. A nice bright and snowy feel to it and a jolly feel. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Let me just place up the camera. Let's just I'll place it on the easel, because I do like to take have my photographs taken of my work for my own portfolio, as well as for my customers if they wish to see what sort of things I create. So I do like to have photographs, so in a big folder of different designs, and then they can choose whether they like that or if they'd like it in a different colour. You know, it's all down to their own preference. Let me just I think I could, I keep finding an odd bit, guys, where I know I could place something in just to cover a little bit of a space, because I've got this left on this end. I'm going to place in and then this is where then you can alter and fluff it out even more. Again, this is a request, so we're only doing the request of the lady, which she has asked for. Right, let's just get rid of all this glitter. I don't know if you can see it, guys. So that's another thing as well. If you ever, you know, or are thinking of selling any of your arrangements to your, you know, to people, friends, family to start with, and then customers, take pictures, guys. Take pictures. I mean, people in the UK may have heard of them. It's called, I forgot what the company's called, but you get 45 pictures free. You can have it in a book, and then the following time they send you a notification. They may be offering you a book where you can have some of your pictures. So I think, I don't know if it's 20 or 30 pictures in a little book. I think I've got one in the house. I'm not sure when I very first started, but they still do it now. But then all you have to pay is for delivery. So take a nice picture of it. Put something behind, you know, something clear. There's nothing behind it. Then take your picture and then send it to a company. It's in the UK. I can't remember what it's called. If I remember, guys, I'll let you know. And then they send you the pictures back, and then add them into a folder or laminate them. I tend to laminate my pictures so they don't get ruined when customers look at them. You can, you know, purchase a second set, but you'd have to pay for that for your own purposes. But for customers, you can, you know, purchase one and then laminate it so they can just look through, and you know that it's not going to get, you know, old and tacky because there's that many people been handling it. So I do that. So then I've had plenty of customers saying, what sort of designs do you do? And I've informed them that I've got a folder full of pictures. I can do any colour of any style that they require. The pictures are just a guide to show them, you know, what I've made. But concerning choice of colour, you haven't got to have it in the colour of the picture. It can be in, you know, if I've done a picture in purple and they want it in white, I can do it in white. There's nothing, you know, that doesn't mean to say that the picture, that's what they've got to have. That's not it. But that's what I do, guys. So so again, if you're wanted to take your, you know, your hobby to say it more serious, then it's just a bit of advice. You don't have to do it. You know, they can see your arrangements on your wall like we've got behind, but sometimes they want to see more. Hence the reason I take pictures. So take a lot of pictures and build up your own portfolio of what you can do. It's a good thing. The customers like that. They like to look at what choices they've got. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this small little wreath. Oh my gosh. Swag. Again, the lady didn't want it too much. She didn't want it too much of a volume. She wanted it quite slender. She just wanted whites and silvers with the odd flowering and not a lot of foliage. On the foliage we have placed in, I've tried to make it in the whites or the silvers, and the rest of the foliage I've put in what are waxed or flocked to give that effect of it's not too dark for the arrangement, and it's more of a subtle foliage. So I've done that. I've created it where now you can see this is our neck. Here I can see a glue string. This is our neck. There are our shoulders because they're the wider point. Then you always go wider here. Then start coming inwards to your ribs. And then go a bit further more inwards to your waist at the bottom. And that's where you create your teardrop shape. So I hope that was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm glad I've come and done a video on the bank holiday in the UK where nobody works. It's a day off for everyone. It's a national holiday. But I work from home, so I can work whenever I wish. So, but I thought I'm going to do it. I promised you guys, and I do stick by my promises. So, please subscribe, share and like. And, you know, to the world, to everybody who you know, and many more. I've even dressed. I've just realised I'm dressed for the right colour. And, you know, have a go. Have a go. Again, with it being just a smaller swag, have a go, and you don't have to put as many elements in, and do it your colour. If you like reds and golds for Christmas, reds and golds. Greens and golds, so on and so on. Do it to the choice of your colour. I'm just doing it because the lady requested silver and white. So, I hope you have a wonderful day and all the best. Take care and good health, everybody, and keep creating because you are all fabulous. And don't ever, ever forget. So, you've been placed on this earth, guys, and God's placed you on this earth to create, and you are fulfilling his wishes. So carry on. You're wonderful. All the best, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye. We'll just have a quick look. It's gone over 2 hours, guys. But then again, guys, it's a day off and I thought I'd take it slow. So there's your wonderful bow with all the glitter, with a polka dot and white in the centre. Then your stripy glitter one, and then your plain glitter silver. And then you've got your white with your silver and white snowflakes. You've got your white fern. You see, if I get closer, you may see that they look slightly sprucey. So they may be like a pine needle. Then you've got your flocked, as you can see, look, the white on the leaves, your flocked ruscus. Then you've got your fiddlehead fern again, where it's all flocked, guys. Don't know if you can see, the camera will get it. And then you've got your tarrogan as well, that's flocked. And then you've got your white willow. You've got your flowering eucalyptus. Now, if you look, it's flocked. Look, around the centre stem, it's slightly white and flocked. Oh, I've just pulled the flower off. I'll have to glue that back on. Oh my gosh! Then you've got your white, your white eucalyptus. Then your silver eucalyptus and your silver long steep. Now that, it says ruscus on the packet, but guys, to me that looks like willow. But I'm only going by what it says. Oh my gosh. Guys, ignore that. That was my light. And then there you have your white iridescent glitter on the white feathers as well. And then your flocked pine needles in there too. Oh, and then your little berries, look, in the corner will be on there, and your big acorns. So I hope you enjoyed that. One moment, guys, let me just lift it up. I do this all the time. Let me turn the light around, that's better. So I hope you had a wonderful time and you're going to give it a go. And if you do, guys, and you're not got anything planned for the rest of the day, take your time and enjoy. So all the best, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Where am I going to put that one?